From leaving his attic to meet a fake girlfriend and ending up stranded, to being caught talking to a literal minor in a very inappropriate way, Cyraxx has only spiraled further in the past 2 months. But unlike previous incidents that stayed within his usual targeted audience, this time he went fully mainstream, even becoming the 5th most trending topic worldwide on Twitter at one point. But it wasn't for good reasons. Recently, Cyraxx posted a video threatening immigration and customs enforcement agents, which went viral on Twitter after a well-known news account called Libs of TikTok shared it.
To any ICE agent that thinks they're gonna come into my home and terrorize me and my family, you will be met with lethal force. I will on site.
This clip of Cyraxx is from his live stream in January 2026, where he was basically speaking negatively about ICE, even labeling it a terrorist group, and then taking it a step further by explaining how he would flee his house if they showed up. The irony is that Cyraxx does not even know what ICE stands for, as he repeatedly referred to it as a law enforcement agency, mainly focused on protecting drug trafficking.
Now, if you guys don't know what ICE is normally the people that goes after, drugs.
Although he has absolutely nothing to worry about regarding ICE coming to his attic, Cyraxx began talking about plans to attack the agents as if they were already on their way to his house. It is also hilarious how delusional he is, genuinely believing he would turn into Superman and defeat all of them with his imaginary firearms. As well as his katana, even holding the katana in front of him while speaking normally.
To any ICE agent that thinks they're gonna come into my home and terrorize me and my family, you will be met with lethal force. I will on site. Because see, I am an Army brat and I am very well trained in how to handle all kind of chemical agents that you guys throw into my home. I do know how to disarm.
While going viral on Twitter for threatening ICE is extremely bad for him and could potentially attract the attention of the FBI. Cyraxx did not see it that way. Instead, he flipped the situation and used it to fuel his long-standing delusion of being above everyone else, all while insulting and attacking libs of TikTok.
See, you're below me. I'm a fucking worldwide known name. I'm up here, you're down here. You ain't on God mode level. You ain't on my level of fame. You will never be on this level of being a fucking god. Because you ain't shit.
But it gets even worse, as Cyraxx challenged libs of TikTok to a Twitter war by claiming that he is the god of Twitter and that he would demolish them without any struggle, even though he does not even have a Twitter account.
You wanna go on fucking Twitter and have a fucking Twitter war? Go ahead. Let's fucking go. I am the god at Twitter wars. You ain't beating my ass. You ain't beating me in a goddamn Twitter war. I'll bury your ass. You wanna go on a TikTok war? Okay, I'll make you look like the biggest fucking idiot on the fucking internet. Cause I'm Cyraxx. You ain't stopping me. You ain't shutting me down. Ever.
But this facade barely lasted a day, as Cyraxx got scared and tried to do damage control by putting the blame on libs of TikTok for editing his video and tweaking what he intended to say. This was not just a blatant lie, he also repeated the same claims he made about ICE in the viral clip, only this time with a noticeably angrier tone. And while this definitely brought him to the attention of authorities at the federal level, Cyraxx already had a report on him from the FBI. Around the end of 2025, a voice call was released that referenced an FBI report about Cyraxx's multiple threats to people's lives, which proved that there was close and careful observation of his behavior at the federal level, leading many to speculate that he might end up like Daniel Larson, another similar character who ended up going to jail for the repeated threats he made against government.
Hey, I just got sent an FBI-generated eGuardian, a threat to life at TTL, regarding a YouTube user who's making threats to various people, and including Akron PD officers.
Okay, I have a feeling it's on Lloyd Street.
Yes, it's 339 Lloyd Street. The guy's name is Chance Wilkins.
We're familiar.
Seems to be a frequent flyer.
Yeah, unfortunately he is. Okay, so you say it's 339 Lloyd?
Yes.
Okay.
although Cyraxx made several death threats against multiple people online over a period of years. The one that reportedly led to FBI involvement was his threat against the Youngstown Police Department after officers took his then fiancé in for questioning. In the video, he stated that if the department did not release her, he would wage war against them. He also claimed he would get every member of the department fired because he was supposedly connected to high-level officials, a claim widely viewed as delusional.
So to the Youngstown police, because if you try to arrest her, I'm coming for your fucking jobs. I am coming for your damn jobs, and the 2 motherfucking cops that went to my girl's door, I will have your jobs yanked, and you will be reprimanded. I'll make damn sure of it, because my fiance is fucking innocent.
He further insisted that he knew the law more deeply than anyone else, including the police themselves. Ironically, he later uploaded another video in which he claimed he was exposing the department by asking ChatGPT for legal information and treating its responses as if they came from a high-level attorney, while Cyraxx was acting like a martyr for his fiancée Cassandra. It took only 2 days for him to be exposed for cheating on her, and by cheating I mean falling for another fake girlfriend. Instead of owning up and apologizing to Cassandra, he started screaming and insulting the troll community, particularly John and William.
And the fact that you motherfuckers ripped away the one thing that meant more to me than life itself. The one thing that fucking mattered in my life. And you ripped it away. Why? Because you're selfish. And you're pathetic. I never cheated on her. Everything you guys do is made up bullshit. And you know it.
Cyraxx also tried to get Cassandra back by attempting to make her jealous, claiming that there were endless women in his DMs, begging him to be with them because of his worldwide fame, and yet he chose to be with Cassandra. He even accused her of giving up her portion of the company to the trolls. And by company, I mean the fake company Cyraxx has recently claimed to own and generate millions in profits, which would have been impressive if it were not all in his imagination.
And besides, it's only fair after what you fucking did to me. After you sat there and fucking gave away the fucking company that I fucking built for me and you, so that you wouldn't have to fucking worry about having money for the rest of your life. I did that for you. I built that fucking company for you and for us.
Despite the fallout, Cassandra got back together with Cyraxx. Just like multiple times before, Cassandra was also working with William and John, approaching Cyraxx as someone deeply in love with him, only to troll him. But Cyraxx failed to realize any of it and continued obeying whatever Cassandra told him, which led to the bricking of yet another Xbox of his. Cassandra first sent a surprise package to Cyraxx as a Christmas gift, which was a brand new steering wheel controller. But as it turned out, the steering wheel had a kill stick in it that was designed to brick Cyraxx's device. Despite experiencing the same situation over and over again and repeatedly ending up with a bricked Xbox, Cyraxx did not suspect anything. Instead, he was extremely excited, acting like a child who just received a new toy.
Oh my god, and it's got force feedback. Yes! Fuck yes. Oh my fucking god, yes. Fuck yes.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I was like, oh, it was right.
After bricking his Xbox, Cyraxx was angry, but unlike previous times when he would yell and scream at the screen, this time he was comforting his one true love, Cassandra, assuming that John and William were the ones who intercepted the package she sent. This created a moment that was both funny and cringeworthy.
I don't blame you, baby. It's not. Honey, look at me, baby. It's not on you. Look at me, honey. Come here, honey. Look at me, come here. It's not on you, okay? It's not on you. Come here, honey. It's okay. Come here, baby. It's okay. Come here. Look at me, honey. It's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. I'll let Mom know what they did, okay? We'll figure this out, okay, baby?
Around this time, a few individuals from the troll community made a video game based on Cyraxx and various infamous incidents in the Cyraxx lore. While this video game alone was far more impressive than anything Cyraxx had done in his entire 36 years, and people actually loved it, he did not. Instead, he started raging and threatened to take legal action against the creators if they did not immediately take it down.
You know, like I said, to those that think that they are going to get away with this little video game of theirs, you're not. Because we are coming and we are bringing hell with us. So there's nothing that you guys can do that will faze us. We will be taking legal action as soon as possible. So to the people that developed that game, This is our advice to you. Unless you want to have a massive lawsuit on their hands, I'm going to let you take the rest of that one.
In addition to his threats having absolutely no basis, Cyraxx was not even original with them. Cassandra was the one making them up, and whenever he raged about the video game, he would turn to her and ask what to say.
Because see, me and her have been doing some digging and some investigating, and right now you guys are looking at least, what was it, like 25 years they were looking at? Something like that?
I'm pretty sure, excuse me, didn't the lawyer say like 25 to life?
Yeah, something like that.
In these videos, Cyraxx repeatedly claimed that his lawyer was investigating the situation and believed the trolls could get 25 years to life, which is ridiculous. The irony is that only a day later he made a video begging his fans, as if he had any, to help him find a lawyer who would sue the developers of the video game for free.
In my family, we can't afford a lawyer, and no legal aid department here will help us. My family has contacted every lawyer in Akron, and there is no lawyer in Akron that will help us because none of them deal with this kind of case.
Cyraxx even said in another video where he described his tragic life after the trolls appeared that he used to be a big-time Twitch streamer earning $150 a day. He also claimed to have reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and received a play button before the trolls destroyed it from him.
You know, I used to be a big-time Twitch streamer before all this started. I was making around $150 a day doing gameplay streams on Twitch, doing vocal cover shows live on Twitch, doing gameplay videos on YouTube, and at one point I had even hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and actually got a silver play button from YouTube.
At this point, it is becoming extremely concerning because the delusion here is so ridiculous that it could convince anyone who does not know anything about Cyraxx. Among all of this, the YouTube situation's particularly hilarious. Cyraxx actually received a play button in 2023, but it was not the real one from YouTube. It was a fake play button sent by the trolls. Anyone with a functioning brain could see it was fake, since Cyraxx did not even have 1,000 subscribers at the time, let alone 100,000, which he seems deluded enough to believe he had. He even made a video proudly holding the play button in his hand.
Ya boy did it, man. Silver play button, baby. 100K subs, man. We on our way, dude. 10 years ago, man, I can genuinely say, I never thought I'd see one of these. But yet, here we are, man. On our way to success, baby. We got this.
After the person who sent him the button called to explain, Cyraxx refused to believe that his silver play button was fake and started arguing with them.
It's a fake play button, Chance. It's fake. It's fake. $7. $7 on Etsy. $7 on... I'll send you a picture. $7 on Etsy. $7 on Etsy.
The whole Cassandra saga took a massive turn on December 31st, 2025, when she, alongside John and William, convinced Cyraxx to spend the New Year celebration with her. Before that, Cassandra went to Akron to meet Cyraxx at a mall, which is a major event in the Raxxverse, since the Goblin had never left his attic for nearly a decade, apart from his arrest. Cyraxx agreed to meet Cassandra at a mall that was no more than a 15-minute ride from his house. At first, he wanted Sally to take him, but when she refused, a group of buddy trolls on the call gave him money to order an Uber. Hysterically, after he went out, a short video of Cassandra being kidnapped was posted on John's YouTube channel. The kidnapping was fake and intended to make Cyraxx angry.
Okay, I just made it. I'm getting out. I can't wait to see you.
Upon arriving at the mall, expecting to meet his one true love, Cyraxx realized he was not going to see Cassandra. Worse, he did not have any money to get home, and his phone battery was dying, leaving him stranded. Cyraxx, who claims to be a rock star and well-known public figure, was extremely scared at the mall. From the way he spoke to the buddy trolls, it seemed like he was in a war zone rather than a mall. Even in this obviously losing situation, Cyraxx remained deluded enough to think that mall security would take him home, as if it were their job, while pretending to be worried about Cassandra being kidnapped during the Discord call with the buddy trolls. It was clear he was far more concerned about being stuck at the mall.
Thank. I can help out. I'll be in Akron, Ohio in like 7 or 8 hours.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll have security help get me back to the house, and then you can try and find my house and we'll figure something out.
After realizing no one would come to save him, he eventually figured out how to leave the mall and went to a nearby motel where he had stayed before when he and his family first moved to the city. While descending the stairs, he slipped, fell, and lost his phone. Luckily, a random police officer saw him and gave him $5 to take the bus home. During this time, his grandmother, Sally, had already called the police and reported Cyraxx as missing, even though it had been less than an hour since he left for the mall. The officers, already tired of hearing about him every day, did not seem to take her concern seriously.
Yes, I need to have a police officer come out to my house, please.
Can I have the address, please?
339 Lloyd Street.
And what's going on there?
My son's missing.
He's missing?
Yeah.
And when's the last time you saw him?
At about 20 minutes to 4.
And did he take off, or?
Well, he got in the car with a stranger, and we kept telling him not to go, and he said he'd be right back. He hasn't been back.
And what's his name?
Chance Wilkins.
Even after receiving money from the officer, Cyraxx was not capable of taking the bus home, luckily again. A couple who happened to know him helped him get safely home by keeping an eye on him during the ride. For most people, going to the mall and returning home would be a normal day. For Cyraxx, it became a story of survival. He framed it as if he had been in a war zone and would have died if not for the officers and the couple who helped him. The mall incident becomes even more ridiculous if you have watched any of his videos from the past 2 months. During that time, Cyraxx pushed his delusion to a new extreme, repeatedly declaring that he is a god, a legend who deserves automatic respect, despite having done nothing to earn even a fraction of that status.
You have been exposed by the troll destroyer, aka the king of Akron himself, Cyraxx, the god.
As if this were not already absurd, Cyraxx later claimed that the couple who helped him were big-time fans. He even lied, stating that the husband gave him a necklace passed down from his father. He added that the reason the person gave it to him was because they saw him as a warrior for surviving a few hours at the mall. After getting back home, Cyraxx FaceTimed John, raging and screaming, demanding that John give back his fiancée Cassandra. Instead of answering Cyraxx's question directly, John showed him a clip from a movie showing someone tied up in the dark and crying, implying that this was where Cassandra was. Even though it was obviously a fake scenario, Cyraxx failed to realize it.
Where is she? Where is she, John? What did you do with her, you piece of shit? Where is she?
John told Cyraxx that Cassandra was in his closet in Miami. While it would have been impossible for Cassandra, who was allegedly kidnapped after arriving in Akron, to get to Miami in less than an hour, Cyraxx failed to realize this.
Tell me where she is!
She's in the closet.
What closet?
My
Where?
Closet.
Where?
Miami. Idiot. Duh.
In the aftermath of this incident, Cyraxx officially announced that the war with the trolls was over, but reason is not what you would probably imagine. Because the trolls left him at the mall and did not send him a ride home, Cyraxx decided he was going to accuse them of attempted murder, and that the entire troll community was about to go to prison. Due to this, Cyraxx declared that he had won the war, which is ridiculous to say the least.
You know, William and John and Cassandra and Southern, you four motherfuckers are gonna go the fuck down. Cause the war with you is over.
Although Cyraxx realized after the mall incident that his one true love was cooperating with his opponents, meaning the trolls, he did not outright insult her or call her out. Instead, he told her to contact him on Facebook as soon as possible so he could help her avoid going to prison for the supposed attempted murder. Shockingly, Cassandra managed to convince Cyraxx that she had been innocent all along, and that it was John who had blackmailed her into doing everything. After that, Cyraxx began defending her in his videos, claiming she had indeed been kidnapped by John. To prove his point, he made up multiple false theories that made no sense. The funniest of these was that he claimed he had been following the white van John supposedly used to kidnap Cassandra by running behind it, and that he actually heard Cassandra screaming from inside.
She's not a fucking troll, and I can fucking prove it. Everybody's saying that she wasn't kidnapped. Yes, she was. And I can fucking dead ass fucking prove it. Right now, actually. Can you see, the day that I got up there, when she was taken into that white utility van, that she was taken in, I chased after. I heard her voice in the back of that van.
Not only that, he took it further by threatening to call out and block anyone who said Cassandra was a troll. While he had clearly been fooled by Cassandra multiple times at this point, a few days later she broke the news and ended the supposed relationship. Cyraxx went on Facebook and told a completely different story about what had actually happened. He claimed that he had known everything from the start and that he was playing along to get incriminating information out of Cassandra against the trolls, specifically John, William, and Southern.
I've been playing you since the first time we split. I've been playing you for a fucking fool the whole fucking time. You see, you let on a little secret early on that you were a troll. You let on that little secret quite well, actually. And what did I do? Played along all these months.
While this would have been an interesting story and convincing to someone unfamiliar with Cyraxx, it is actually something he does repeatedly whenever he gets catfished. A few months earlier, he was catfished by a decoy claiming to be a Russian model who supposedly fell for the goblin's gorgeous looks. After realizing he had been catfished, he said the exact same thing he had said after the Cassandra incident.
But guess what? I've been playing you since day fucking one when you fucking started messaging me. Since day one. I have been playing your ass for a fucking fool. Why? Because I wanted information and I knew that you were in with that group. So what did I do? I devised a plan. When you asked me to be your boyfriend, I knew that was the biggest opportunity I had to gain information out of you. To gain information on what was going on. And little by little, day by day, you fed me information that I fucking needed. And you openly did it. You openly gave me information that I could use.
While this alone would have been embarrassing enough for any sane person, it was not for Cyraxx. Instead, he doubled down even further, claiming that he is the best in the mind game industry, and that no troll could ever trick him into doing anything.
Because see, Cassandra, what you fail to realize is this. You're fucking with one of the best in the mind game industry. And what I mean by that is this. I let you believe everything was normal. I let you think everything was good. Played along the entire time, ever since we first broke up.
While she was with Cyraxx and Buddy trolling him, Cassandra had screen recorded several hours of their interactions, and it gets way worse than the footage is shown online. One moment that stands out the most was when Cyraxx talked about watching a Disney show called Andy Mac. The show is also something that little kids watch, and by the time Cyraxx watched it, he was around the age of 31 or 32 years old.
You will never guess where I first heard this song.
Oh my god.
Do you remember the Disney show? Do you remember the Disney show that came on like a long while ago? Andy Mac. Oh, dude, it was such. But I first heard this song on there of all places, and I'm like.
Wait, how long ago was this?
About 5 years ago, I think.
Why are you watching Disney?
I was young. I was looking for. I just had.
Wait, how many years ago was this?
About 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Good question.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was a while ago.
You're acting like you're a fucking kid.
After hearing this, Cassandra confronted him, to which he tried to brush it off by saying it was a while ago, as if he was not already 30 years old at the time. While this might have been a normal response for any other person, it is not for Cyraxx, since he's been caught multiple times interacting with literal minors or people who approached him disguised as minors. Not only that, he even admitted to being a PDF file himself in one of his videos when confronted by another individual. And recently, after his breakup with Cassandra, Cyraxx got into a relationship with another individual by the name of Tasha, who also happened to have kids under the age of 18. And while Cyraxx first entered the relationship, as he always does carelessly, it turned out that Tasha was trying to expose him as a predator, and the method may have worked, as Cyraxx came out on a live stream confessing that he did say very disturbing things to Tasha's kids, but denied any wrongdoing because this is what good fathers are supposed to do.
And when I said to give your kids a hug and kiss for me, that's just what a normal father does when he sees his significant other's kids as his own. 'Cause that's what a good father does.
Even though Cyraxx was caught for being a predator, the troll community did not receive Tasha's operation well, as she used her own kids' real images to lure the goblin.
Trying to set me up with your kids? Are you serious? You know, you sat there and told a little birdie about how you were trying to get me locked up in prison by hooking me up with your kids. That wouldn't be my ass in prison. That would be yours. That would be you in prison, not me.
But this was not the only time Cyraxx was exposed recently. Kate from the Masshole Mafia YouTube channel was messaging Cyraxx around the end of January this year. In the DMs, Kate approached Cyraxx posing as a girl in 9th grade. Cyraxx, who was desperate for any kind of female attention, did not even bother to verify if this was a real person. Instead, he began sending blatantly messages, and even asked her if she wanted pictures of his genitals in a highly inappropriate manner. Additionally, Kate sent a very obvious fake picture claiming it was hers. Cyraxx not only failed to recognize that it was fake, but he also complimented the image, saying, "Damn, my baby is so beautiful." This was not the first time Cyraxx had been exposed by Kate. In fact, Kate was the first person to ever expose him for his inappropriate desires toward minors. In 2021, Kate posed as a 14-year-old girl and began interacting with him. Cyraxx started flirting and attempted to pursue romantic connection very quickly. The conversation soon escalated, with him asking for explicit photos from the girl, and even sending her a video of himself. Cyraxx has attempted to deny the validity of these allegations in multiple ways. He argued that Kate had entrapped him, which would not be a valid excuse even if it were true. He also claimed the screenshots were edited and that his account had been hacked. Of course, none of these claims are true. In a perplexing attempt to mitigate the allegations, Chance claimed that he could not be a PDF file because he was actually a HEBA file, defined as being attracted to individuals between the ages of 11 and 14.
I'm not a fucking file. Look up the technical term. I would be considered a human, which, by all technical terms, is not a fucking lie. By all technical terms, I would be a, which is not a crime. It's not illegal.
Although Cyraxx was exposed for being a predator in broad daylight with endless proof, he was never embarrassed. As always, continued posting his age-old antics on the internet. Recently, particularly after the sting with Kate came out, Cyraxx kind of disappeared from the internet. He even confirmed this by announcing the death of his Cyraxx character on his Facebook. "My name is Chance Wilkins. Some of you knew me online as Cyraxx. That part of my life is over, completely, permanently. I'm retired from YouTube, from streaming, from making videos, from coming back, from guest appearances, from responding to drama, and from anything even remotely connected to that world. There is no comeback planned. It's done." While it would have been great if he actually intended to do so, most people did not take Cyraxx's statement seriously, and rightfully so, because this is not the only time Cyraxx swore up and down that he was going off the internet forever, only to return a couple of days afterward. What made this time more different is that there was another character involved in Cyraxx's attempt to disappear from the internet. The person goes by the name Jackie. Jackie is in fact not a new character. She and Cyraxx were supposedly dating around November of 2025. While this Jackie character is definitely a decoy, she is different from any other decoys we have seen in the Cyraxx universe, in fact, way worse. In their previous so-called relationship, Jackie made many stupid mistakes, the most prominent being sending Cyraxx $700 to get a new Xbox, which he bricked barely a month afterward. Jackie is someone who practices Christianity a lot, and she would try to help Cyraxx become more religious and get him off the internet. This relationship eventually ended in December, and in classic Cyraxx fashion, he began accusing Jackie of multiple things.
That's not love, that's a... You don't have somebody you love. You remain there for them no matter what they're going through. No matter what they're dealing with. You stay with that person no matter fucking what.
As if he had not already thrown all of these accusations at Jackie, he returned to her in February of this month, acting as if they were engaged, and continuing with all of that. Besides this whole redemption arc, there is also a certain group of trolls cutting Cyraxx's internet cable, which has led Cyraxx's grandmother Sally to report it to the police multiple times in the past few weeks. Considering his behaviors online are closely monitored by the FBI, it would have been better for Cyraxx to drop off the internet entirely, since he would never stop posting inappropriate things online. But it will not be far from here before Cyraxx returns to streaming and screaming on the internet, and he may end up talking negatively about the government, like he did with ICE, and potentially be taken to jail or institutionalized.